Welcome to Lesson 9 in My Size Unit 24, What's Consistent About Matter. In this lesson, students will complete their design challenge. They'll answer the question, how do we use physical and chemical changes to prepare delicious food? To successfully complete their design challenge, students will identify states of matter, mixtures, physical and chemical changes that occur while preparing their favorite meal. In the Engage portion of this lesson, you'll introduce students to this idea of the design challenge by reading the book Let's Cook. You'll discuss how you can make fizzy ice cream through mixing materials. You'll explain to students that chefs use their understanding of science, especially of mixtures and solutions, to help them create delicious food. You'll then ask students what their favorite meal is. Have them record this in their Lesson 9 notes found in their student journal. At this time, they should also indicate one chemical or physical change that happens while they're preparing their favorite food. This could be cutting, chopping, melting, cooking, baking, peeling, mixing, really any change they're going to make to their food. In the Explore portion of this lesson, you'll introduce students to the rubric for their design project. Use the video links to discuss with students concrete examples that they can use for their project. For example, if you play the Outrageous Brownies video, students will see a phase change occur when the chocolate and butter are melted. You can also point out that when they grind up the cookies in the chocolate peanut butter pie video, this is a physical change. In the Explain portion of this lesson, students will brainstorm how they actually prepare their meal. As students are brainstorming, take time to walk around the room and ask them very targeted questions. You'll want to make sure that students are specific enough as they're describing the preparation that they're able to identify the states of matter, if a change is occurring, if it's a mixture or solution. Once students have finished brainstorming and have completed the student page Making a Meal, have them exchange their Making the Meal handouts with another student. Allow them time to peer evaluate and give feedback on their Making a Meal handout. Encourage students to use the rubric as they're evaluating their peers' work. At the end of the Elaborate, give students time to revise their work based on peer feedback. During the Evaluate portion of this lesson, students will turn in their work to you and you will use the rubric to evaluate what they've produced. You'll also revisit the anchoring phenomenon. You'll ask students, when we baked a cake, did a physical or chemical change occur? Press students for evidence. They should be able to speak to mixtures and solutions when baking a cake, whether a physical or chemical change occurred using evidence. They can also even talk about the states of matter present when baking a cake. By the end of this lesson, students will have applied their knowledge of states of matter, solutions and mixtures, and physical and chemical changes when describing their favorite meal. This concludes Unit 24, What's Consistent About Matter.